What's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. Today is Thursday, the 15th of March, 2018. And I got to share this with you because this was really crazy. I said a prayer the other night, like I do every single solitary night. I can't go to sleep until I've hit my knees, and that's just a fact. Sometimes I forget, and I get out of bed, even though I don't want to, and I say a prayer. Well, the other night I said a prayer, and based on things that are going on all around me and things that are going on all around us, I said, if I'm on the right path here, you got to give me I need it. I need it really bad. I'm at a point where I've trusted, I've had quote-unquote faith, but just give me a tip of the hat. Give me a signal of some sort. And within 12 hours, if you pray earnestly and for real, you get answered. And you don't get answered by some magic voice. Maybe some people do. I don't think I ever have. But maybe some people do. I got answered from 5 different directions. And it literally, there's no way in the world this could have happened except for divine intervention, inspiration, whatever, So there's that. So for those of you that are praying and you don't think your prayers are getting answered, pray that when your prayers get answered, you notice them. Because that's the biggest thing. God speaks all the time. All the time. It's just whether you're spiritually available to hear it. That's what you need. So there's that. Now, I keep noticing a comment over and over and over and over again. And the comment is, we need to fight back against these bastards and this and that and the other thing. That's not what I'm making videos about. Now, granted, sometimes I get lost in the emotion of it all, but we're not here to fight back because it's not doable. If we were ever going to physically confront the powers that be, that time has come and gone. They've got people so programmed and wrapped up in their own ridiculousness, people won't notice the end has come until they're literally getting pushed into the back of a troop carrier or onto a train. It's happened before. It's happened before more than once in society. For some reason, Americans think that we're completely immune to the horror we forced onto other countries. My grandparents were very, very skeptical of war. They were very, very slow to want to go to war. The people from the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the old days. Now, people don't even care. It's just USA and support the troops, support the troops. You know what I'm saying? I was a troop. My father was a troop. My grandfathers were. You see what's going on? Everybody in my family has been in the military. So it's not that I'm against the troops. What I'm against is the fact that we go to war without even declaring it. We go to war constantly. Long story short, we're not here to fight back against quote-unquote them. The spirit cooking, the cannibalism, the child sacrifice. We're not here to fight back against them. They've taken over everything. They own the entire media. That goes right down to Time Magazine, Popular Science, everything. They own it all. Why I make videos is to wake people up, because there's a lot of people that don't realize the Bible wasn't a fairy tale. It wasn't a lie. The Bible warned us this day would come. Granted, we're no longer in the desert. Granted, we're no longer driving donkeys or asses. But it's coming. Well, the Bible was not the Bible. Oh, shut up. The Bible. Sodom and Gomorrah, guess what? They found it. Guess what? They found the fire and brimstone remains that cannot be recreated on this planet. Lot's wife being turned to a pillar of salt because she turned back and looked. Guess what? That pillar of salt still stands exactly where the Bible said it would. Do a tiny crumb of research and you'll find it. Moses splitting the stone in the middle of the desert that brought forth fresh flowing water, guess what? That still exists. All of these places I'm talking about, they get no love. They don't have miniseries and motion pictures made about them because the people that own all those outlets that would bring forth that information don't want you to know it. They want you to think the Bible was written by a bunch of Freemasons and this and that. You know, Dawkins is one of their biggest cheerleaders and the guy's scum of the earth. But I digress. We were warned that this time would come. They will have their time. And when that time comes, there will be a great delusion that will trick even people like you, me, the very elect, the people that are watching, the people that are warning, the people that are trying to tell people, this shit is real, man. It's happening around us right now. Cannibalism, grown from stem cells, fresh, clean human meat. What the... I mean, oh my... It doesn't even make sense. And yet it's the news. It's the news. It's in your mainstream. All you got to do is read it for what it is. There is no reason in the world that a human should be eating another human. It ain't good for anybody involved. Especially if you're getting eaten. But I digress. Species eating the same species does not... It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It screws up everything. You can't grow as a being if you're feeding off another like being. You dig? Little kids love my truck. Little kids love me. It's strange. At any rate. We're not here to rally up a bunch of troops. If somehow that did occur, I'd be down. If you've been following me since the beginning of my channel, you would remember. When shit popped off out west, I was heading out west. I talked to several people. One of them's a big YouTuber who's in a militia out west. He said not to come. Wake Up, It's 1984 or Wise warned me not to come. Do you know what I'm saying? I got no issue with fighting for the right cause, but it just ain't gonna happen. Look around. It just ain't gonna happen. United States government and all its various tentacles are the largest employer in the United States. That ain't good. That sounds like communist China. You know what I'm saying? Well, it sounds like that for a reason. The blueprint they gave to China was flipped over. Now China has the old United States blueprint, and we're slowly working ourselves into their blueprint, where they monitor us all the time, where you're censored all the time. People don't seem to care that YouTube channels and such are being censored. You should. You should, because no matter what somebody says, as long as it's not racial, as long as it's not starting a war, as long as it's not harming other people, let them say it. But that's not what's happening. So there's that. I got an issue here. At any rate, Richie from Boston. I think one of my tires is coming off. We're not supposed to fight. We're supposed to warn and wake others. That's it. I'm out.